I just had the most healing interaction with my grandma, and we read some like scriptures and stuff like that, and it was so just mind blowing to like go back to that stuff because I'm former LDS. Not anymore. I'm Indigo Child or whatever you want to call me, Rainbow Face. But so I revisited all these things now that I understand more about love, true love being unconditional, and it really brought a lot of things together for me. I started to just like bridge the gaps and find out, like more of like what it was really saying. So but what was cooler is that I was connecting with my grandma, and I just never like thought I would go back to scriptures, because honestly that kind of gave me anxiety to think about, like it's thinking about judgmental things and stuff like that. But it really was healing, and it kind of was like facing my fears, so that was really cool. All right, and it's gonna continue to be cool. So we got this thing now where I'm just gonna read to her before bed, and it's just a beautiful relationship. It just shows me so much more about unconditional love. I just never thought, like, having gotten sick and healing myself from systemic candida, it has helped me realize like all these people coming into my life are loving and healing me, and showing me just different kinds of love. And it's so cool to just see it all and to just be a part of it, because I just never thought I could have the like relationships and connections with people that like deep down I really wanted, but I just didn't think it would work because like there was such difference of like opinion. And now I'm realizing that's part of the journey. Like that's part of the process, is to take two different sides and like help them reach an understanding and oneness of love. So this one just, blue is like really healing me lately, and I always pull this for myself. But yeah, that's me. I'm becoming so confident in my intuition, because I'm learning that even though people may have said one thing but meant another, my love is showing me through like dreams and just different things that it's all love, and that I can trust my heart. And I've really been needing that. But I, like I said, I kind of went like the hard way, because I decided, I guess, that other people were right and I was wrong. And so that's what I mean, like when I say I went the hard way, is I decided to not trust my intuition and to trust like the like the lies that people were telling me, and not to condemn them. It's just more like I understand now that people are protecting their pain, and there's a lot of different reasons that people do the things they do, and I'm just learning that more and more. And it's just gives you a lot of compassion for people and for yourself, because like you're a person too. I always forget I'm a person. So like I think that going this way is what really like hardcore instilled the confidence of my intuition in me. And so that's why I say I kind of like the hard way, because to me it's easier. To me it's easier having like that solid, like just very strong confirmation from all sorts of things that are just solid, okay, and confident. So yeah, these I don't think we talked about, these are out for a reason. I think I've pulled these cards together before. I have, is what I said. let's see. So yeah, I pull this one a lot when there's some. Oh yeah, I love the drawing we did on this guy. Okay, cool. But yeah, this, when I pull this card, it means that there's gonna be a close partnership. I think connecting with my grandma was part of that too. Partnerships in any kind of way. And then this one, I just love this because this is my message to you is reward yourself for all of your hard work, being happily and successfully self-employed, cherishing your alone time. So, like, let's take the word work and let's put it into a place where our inner child can understand it and just feel the freedom of knowing that it's so multidimensional. It doesn't go one way or another. The word work for me, and I'm gonna echo it back to you and just say, like, work on loving yourself. And when I say loving yourself, I mean taking care of your body's health and your mind's health and your spiritual health, and that is self-love to me. So I'm sending this love and information. I just want like a verbal confirmation to be given, and so here it is. So but I think this is us. I think that's you know, that feels right, you know, because I think that we're gonna be united soon, and I think, you know, like, kind of what day I would like, but I also don't care. I'm happy to have met, you know, my twin, and you know, me, not myself. So yeah, but you know, I'm starting to realize just how, like, spunky you are, and I'm really liking that. Really liking it. Like, you know, like when you sassed me back. But like, I get why you did that, because it's like, if I was in your position, I would have done the same thing, you know, like, I like, because you don't know, like, what I'm thinking or, like, what's going on, so, like, it's just kind of, you know, like, it's just kind of, like, sassy, and, I like that about you, and I just like how, like, I don't know, you're just, like, really naturally, like, bouncy, like, especially when you have hair. I have dreams where your hair is, like, so you must have shaved it, because, like, your dreams, like, it's only, well, sometimes it's this length, and it's dark brown, and it's weird because, like, I'll always see, like, the colors that you have, like, you're always wearing, like, a white shirt, and I know that you have, like, brownish eyes. I think they look a lot like Shelby's. Like, I'm not just saying, I think that you know, you guys are directly connected, whether you know, it's romantic or not, like, you know, have whatever relationship you want with that, but I just think that you guys are, like, directly connected. I think the book she's writing is kind of, like, based on you. That's why I was like, you know, justice for her, because, like, she needs to get that book out. It's gonna heal so many people to read it, like, and, like, you're starring in it, so it's like, come on, you know, like, why wouldn't we want to read about that? But honestly, like, that was what, like, you know, like, at the beach on the cruise, that was why I was like, I'm gonna make this part of her book happen, because, like, that was the best part of the book. But she hasn't fully written it yet. It just, wow, there was just so much passion in it, like, you know, like, we are passionate people. So yeah, what do you want, you know? What else? Yeah, I just, like, I like how you're just kind of, like, it does kind of remind me of, like, a woman, and, like, I do find that attractive, because it's just both. It's how I feel inside, so, like, it's not to, like, box you in or anything like that. I just, I like how I've seen you, like, move around and stuff, even when you, like, even when I saw you, playing, like, throwing football, I was just kind of like, I did kind of like laugh, not at you, but just it was kind of like watching a woman, a very strong woman, okay, like maybe a UFC fighter woman playing football, which is like extremely beautiful, okay? So, but it was just kind of interesting because it was like, it was almost like you like didn't know, but like I know that you know. So I'm not discrediting you. I'm just, I guess what you're trying to do to me is it like not do to me, but you're trying to remind me of stuff. And I know that you've said that. I just, I take things personally. I think because, you know, I've had to for survival, and so I'm learning to not do that anymore. That's old. I can move on. And but it was like at the time, like you didn't know, like you maybe didn't see yourself like that. So I just thought it was kind of funny. Maybe how you've seen me, like when I was dancing, because I know that like there's just like you know what I'm saying? Okay, well, I think you understand. So I, you know, and I'm gonna need to be like really gentle with you, and I understand that now, and so you know, I hope you feel like I've tried to be gentle. I know that you you know, well, anyone wants the sensitivity that they need to grow and just be themselves. Um, but today I realized, like, fully, I don't know why I say fully, because that word doesn't even make sense. Like, how can you know something fully? Because it's always progressing. But my brother is really, like, I think he's two-soul because he really thinks like a woman. And I mean that in a good way. I think that we need to change what that word even means, and I think that you naturally do that just because of who you are. Because it's almost like, oh, you know, like, but a woman, but it's like the like the strongest person that you've ever like seen. And yeah, so yeah, I'm just, you know, realizing, like, you know, justice for my brother, because he's sensitive and people don't treat him like that because he's really big and buff, and they just think that he like can take it, I guess. I don't know, but I have experienced the same thing, even though people don't assume that, or would even think that, because I don't know, like, I guess people don't think I experience that because I'm a woman and because I'm smaller or something, but, you know, I've realized, like, people really don't think I've gone through pain, and maybe that's because I also look younger than I am. You know, people, teenagers came up to me at the mall, which I think you know about, but they're like, how old are you? And I'm like, 28, and they're like, oh, okay, and then left. So, like, I think they were trying to, like, be friends with me, and they're, like, 16. I asked her how old she was. She's 16, so, and that's, you know, that's good for me, because I want to let my inner child out. So, like, fortunately for me, and I've done a lot of cleanses, so I think it's partly that, but I do think I just have, like, a teenager face. It's not quite baby face, but it's like teen face, I don't know. Which is so nice for me, because I completely missed my childhood and teenage years, because I had so much adult stuff thrown onto me, which, you know, transmutated into light, and I'm grateful for the opportunity. And so it's kind of balanced out where it's like, now that I'm older, now I get to be a kid. Okay, you know, I'm liking that. It's justice, you know, like it's pure raw justice. So I hope this verbal confirmation gives you some peace too. You know, I've seen some messages about like thing in Salt Lake, so, you know, that's cool. It's real cool. I'm hiding how much I like that, but because, you know, I gotta act like I'm really cool so you'll like me. Um, but it's it's puppy love. Like that's kind of what we do, and I've just noticed that that's what like other twins have done. So I'm kind of like inner reflecting based off of like what I've seen. Um, but you don't need to sass me, okay? So did you think about that? But I just figure like the more like mistakes I make in front of you, the more like I show you that I don't have all the answers. I'm not perfect. I have, you know, like pain. Because I don't even see that as weakness anymore. I just see it as pain. And I think people are strong for going through it. And I think everyone here is really strong. Like what I've heard about like the light healers say that angels see us and say like we are their heroes. And I think that's because we go through so much of the physical pain to learn about love and compassion. So yeah. But yeah, I like how bouncy you are. You're like really bouncy. You just kind of like I don't know, you just have like an energy about you that I like, obviously. And like it's kind of weird to me because I'm starting to realize like the ego is like you're trying to make it work, and that was why I thought that I like, this is going to sound really weird to you, but I thought I was attracted to blonde hair, blue eyes, and maybe parts of me are, but it took me on this journey to realize like that stuff doesn't matter, and it's not a reflection of like your status and all that stuff that we all go through and learn. Like that's not really what you want. And you know, that's when I realized like, well, it's kind of like you had brown hair, and I was like, well, I have brown hair too, and so it kind of helped me love my hair more, like just the color, and like, and you know what, like I like that I have the blue eyes because like I think that like makes me cool, but you've helped me really like see the beauty in brown eyes, which I didn't see as much before, because I'm starting to break down why I thought I was attracted to blonde hair, blue eyes. I guess that is like a Aryan thing too. But that aside from being, you know, Hitler, it's like I noticed that like in my like religion, the prophet had blonde hair, blue eyes, and so that was what I thought. Like, just I seen like his picture and stuff, and so I thought like maybe that was what I was supposed to, you know, and so that kind of made more sense, and that was just my like ego trying to control like how love came to me, and that's why it didn't work with host. And but it's good that it didn't. Like that's what I'm realizing, is it's always a good thing, even though I think it's a bad thing. It's always so much better than I think it's gonna be, and it's just giving me more like faith in the divine love, in understanding unconditional love, and my experience. And so I, you know, and I know that like you've been trying to heal me, and I know that I've rejected that, and I just want to tell you it's like the same way that like I think guys feel that they want to be the strongest and it's to protect people. I have that like very immensely, and I'm starting to realize that, so I need to like let those walls down and just show that like I am sensitive and I don't have it all together, and I'm not other people's idea of perfect, and I never will be. I can only be my version of what I think is perfect, and that is being compassionate, and having unconditional love for myself and for other people, and just really embodying like who Christ was, you know, aside from religions and that, embodying all of that. And I don't know, sometimes I feel like I have to like even talk a certain way because it's like appropriate, or just, I don't know, it's, I feel like that is kind of my ego too. Like, you have to talk perfect, and that's why, like, I just think words are so annoying. Like, I just want them to, like, not make sense, because it's, I'd rather I'd rather talk about trash cans. I'd rather be silly. But yeah, after the cruise, I went on this bus, and one of the younger girls, children are very gravitated towards me. I think it's because I look young, and I just have a playful, like, entertaining frequency. And so she comes up to me and she's like, "Can I sit with you on the bus?" I'm like, "Sure." And so, we're talking, and it's just nonsense, because that's how I entertain people. And then we get serious, because she's talking about, like some, maybe, like, bullies at school, or like some serious stuff. So, like, I'm trying to, like, heal her, like, help her understand, like, it's, it's okay, like, they just don't understand, or, like, I'm trying to help her, like, see it from my perspective, where I love her. And then she's like, "Well, can we go back to talking about trash cans?" I'm like, "Yeah." So, I really like that, it's just because we were just making up all these, like, silly jokes with, I guess, trash cans. So, oh yeah, I think you know about that joke I like to use. Let's just throw them in the trash. Well, it's not a joke, it's just reality. Yeah, so, we both like our alone time. We both want to be together. So I just think that, I consider us together already, and you know that. So